It was a wild week 5 of the college football season. Let's recap all the games. I'm actually going to start backwards with Georgia versus Alabama, in which we have the game of the fucking year. Holy shit. For a second, I'm sitting there thinking, no way Alabama is beating the fucking brakes off of Georgia. It was an absolute embarrassment in the first half. Pretty much the first 3 quarters, it was an embarrassment. And all of a sudden, Georgia remembered how to play football. They scored goddamn, I think like 3 tutties or some shit like that. Take the fucking lead. There was a point where Georgia was leading 34-33. I'm sitting there thinking, holy fuck, my Georgia moneyline bet is about to cash. I was about to be hype as fuck. Up until that fucking kid. 17 years old. 17 years old. Ryan Williams. The kid shouldn't even be in college yet. He should still be in fucking high school. And this dude catches a monster of a pass, takes that shit to the house, clutch as fuck. They hit the 2-point conversion, and then Georgia was done from that point. Carson Beck was abysmal in this game. And even though he remembered how to play football and turned it up a bit into the end of the game, towards the end of the game, that doesn't excuse the fact that he had so many goddamn turnovers. The amount of turnovers that Carson Beck had that led to Alabama points is insane. And to the fact that Georgia lost by 1 touchdown shows that at least one of those turnovers could have changed the entire trajectory of the game. Carson Beck is not a number 1 overall pick. At this point in time, at least from what I've seen this year, I'm not picking him over Ewers. I'm not picking him over Shador. He's got a lot of work to do. But overall, let's be real here. Both of these teams are monster teams. Both of these teams are going to make the playoffs. Georgia's going to have a tough time simply because they have to play Texas and Ole Miss, and I think Tennessee as well. And they can easily lose all 3 of those games, right? It's plausible. That would be their main concern. But I still think they'll be good enough to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to lose all 3 of those games. I think they'll lose, maybe 1 or 2 of them. They'll be good enough, but this team is unbelievable, as is Alabama. Let's get into Alabama. It seems like they're running this offense that Washington ran last year, right? The DeBoer-style offense. Milroe is fucking killing it. He's killing it in this fucking offense. The receivers are just balling out. I can't believe their fucking best receiver is a 17-year-old kid. How is it even possible? How? Whatever, man. Alabama played their fucking asses off. They almost blew it. It would have been the most embarrassing blown lead of all time. I'd be laughing my ass off. But they stuck through. They won the game. They clutched up when it mattered most, which shows they got the clutch gene. That shit's important for the playoffs. Good win, Alabama. Good effort by Georgia, even though you probably could have won this game if you played slightly better. Next game. Florida State versus SMU. I know we didn't predict this one, but I ended up betting a lot on this one, so I do want to talk about this. Florida State sucks absolute balls. DJ Umizoomi is an absolute bum. I'm not even going to spend too much time talking about this game. I'm only talking about it because I bet SMU -6 heavy before the game started, and I knew they were going to steamroll them, and I mean 42-16. She was easy. She was light. Florida State, your season's done. It's been done pretty much since week 1. You better fire the coach as well because that coaching is clearly a problem, even though he just got a massive extension. We'll see. Good shit, SMU. Thank you for making me a couple dollars. I appreciate it. Illinois versus Penn State. I can't believe fucking Illinois covered the spread. It's such bullshit because it was 1 goddamn touchdown away. But it goes to show that it was a bad spread. Vegas fucked up. I don't know why they made it so big. The public ate on this Illinois spread all day. Again, I'm not taking this as a bad performance from any team on this part. Illinois played well, but again, going against a team like Penn State with great defense, it's very difficult. I'm not going to take anything away from them. Illinois played well enough. Penn State, again, could they have scored more points? Could they have had a better performance overall? Yeah, but again, what are you complaining about? They win the game. They won by 2 touchdowns. This team still looks really good, and I'm really excited for them to go up against the top-level talent because I think they can beat Ohio State. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Next game, let's move on. Oklahoma versus Auburn. What a funny one in this game. I knew Auburn was frauds. I knew it. I bet Oklahoma because I knew Auburn was trash, even though the spread was begging you to take Auburn. And in the first half, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, motherfucker, there's no way. It was a trap spread. I knew it was a trap spread, and I still fell into the trap like the fucking rat that I am. Yet, exactly what happened ended up happening. Oklahoma takes the fucking Tide and turns that bitch by itself, wins the fucking game somehow, some way. Oh my God, Auburn looked absolutely horrible. They looked absolutely horrible. This team is awful. What happened to the Auburn we all know and love? This football program is horrible. They're better at basketball. Auburn is better at basketball than football. Again, I'm not complaining. Oklahoma, good win. You're still frauds. You're not making shit. And I can't wait for you guys to play Texas so I can bet against you and Texas beat the fucking living shit out of you. That's coming in a few weeks. Again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Auburn, you're done. The only way I'm betting on you is if you're playing an absolute bum. Otherwise, say goodnight because you're trash. Louisville versus Notre Dame. Tough game. Tough game, man. It hurts. You know why it hurts? Because when Louisville had that fumble recovery on the very first kickoff, I'm sitting there thinking, it's over, baby. When Louisville hits that tutty early in the game to take the lead, before the game even starts, essentially, I'm like, it's over. Notre Dame is going to shit themselves. They're going to shit themselves. It's done. Marcus Freeman's a horrible head coach. The team overall is not good. I've been saying it. And then they turned the fuck up, did what they had to do. They ended up beating Louisville by 7. I actually had them +7. The whole spread, Vegas killed it, man. The spread, I think, was like 6.5, around 7. I think when it closed, it was at 6.5, and I bought it up to 7. Thank God, right? Because I ended up pushing. I'll take the push over the L, right? I wish Louisville played a little bit fucking better just to cover the goddamn spread. I don't even give a fuck if they won or lost. Notre Dame, you're still frauds. I feel like I'm calling everybody frauds, but damn it, there's a lot of fucking frauds here. Have you seen the performance in Georgia, Alabama? Do you think any of these other teams stand a chance against either of them? There's an echelons to this shit. And right now, all these teams that are considered good are mid-echelon. That's it. Notre Dame, you're not a good team. I'm done saying it every week. Louisville, you're not that good either, so fuck you. I'm not going to bet on you unless I have to. Next game, I'm done with this bullshit. A game that I actually got perfectly correct. Arkansas versus Texas A&M. I had Arkansas to cover and Texas A&M to win, which is exactly what happened. Arkansas, I think, was like 5-point, 6-point underdogs. They ended up losing by 4. Again, great game. Arkansas played well. Texas A&M played better. Would I have liked to see Arkansas play a little bit? I want to see Arkansas take the win. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a Texas A&M guy. Johnny Football is the man. You know, he was the man at least. But Arkansas has been a nice little sneaky team. I'm going to continue to bet them. I really hope they have some tough games in their schedule because I think they can cover some good spreads, some big spreads. They'll be sneaky good. Don't sleep on Arkansas against the spread. You know, straight up, you could probably take a nap on Arkansas. But against the spread, I wouldn't. Texas A&M, good shit. We'll see if you make the playoffs here in the SEC, so probably not. Next game. Again, one that we didn't predict, but Kentucky versus Ole Miss. I can't believe Ole Miss lost this game. Kentucky is a fucking scary school because after that loss to South Carolina, they damn near beat Georgia, and now they beat Ole Miss. 2 fucking top 10 teams. That's insane. Kentucky, what the fuck? And it was a defensive matchup too. It wasn't even like Kentucky had a spectacular offensive performance. It was a great defensive matchup. Kentucky played their fucking asses off, but I don't think it's as much of Kentucky being legit as Ole Miss just shitting the bed a bit. I'm upset. I really am because I think Ole Miss is a sleeper team. I really think they're a very decent team that can make a good run. But losing straight up as I think massive favorites at home, embarrassment. If you bet Kentucky, good shit to you. I got to give y'all a lot of credit because I didn't have the balls to bet Kentucky and I lost a couple dollars betting on live betting on Ole Miss. But fuck it. Ole Miss, I'm not worried about you. Prove to them that you are legit. Lane Kiffin is the man. Jackson Dart is a great fucking quarterback. I want to see Ole Miss get some W's on the board and make a run in the CFB. Oklahoma State versus K-State. Okay, I'm not going to say anything too mean about Oklahoma State. I'm done betting Oklahoma State. They're trash. I don't know why I ever thought they're good. K-State is also trash, and this is the cycle. I want to see who K-State's playing next week because I'll probably fade the fuck out of K-State. They're not good either. Oklahoma State is shit as well. Two bad teams, let's be honest here. Nothing exciting about either of them. I don't give a fuck for either of them. I lost my pick. I don't know why I bet Oklahoma State to cover and to win. Bad pick. K-State was much better in this game. They got embarrassed by BYU the week prior. They had to play better here. Fuck it. I'm done. I don't even want to talk about this shit show. And to wrap it up, the Friday night game, we'll keep it quick again. Washington versus Rutgers. Again, Rutgers kept it the way I wanted them to. It was low scoring. They won. Gritty game. Running game. Rutgers had a massive advantage against Washington. Washington is still the better team. Rutgers just had a massive home field advantage. Even though Rutgers are now 4-0. Don't sleep on Rutgers, because they not no joke. Those are my reactions for week 5 of the college football season. We got a big week 6 ahead of us. Stay tuned for more.